la série n'est pas une série sur l'élection, c'est vraiment une série sur ce moment de l'histoire et sur ce que les Camerounais ont fait de ce moment de l'histoire.
Okay, he's saying that the series is not about the elections. It's about what Cameroonians decide to do with that historical moment. Yeah.
Et donc, c'est pour ça que les deux derniers épisodes sont un peu différents des autres, dans le sens où, même si je continue à utiliser les vidéos citoyennes, je me positionne un peu plus en tant que cinéaste, j'interviens un peu plus par la mise en valeur de ce que moi j'ai défini comme étant les héros du quotidien, les héros du peuple. En fait.
Okay, he says that the two last episodes are a little bit different because even if, you know, for the first one, he let people actually, you know, handle the whole situation, including the film itself. The two last ones, that's where he himself, as a filmmaker, decided to kind of take kind of authority and decide who is the hero of everyday life heroes, you know.
Voilà, donc en fait, c'est un peu ça, c'est ce que je voulais dire. Là, on va peut-être pouvoir développer ça un peu plus après quand ils auront regardé, mais qu'ils ne soient pas surpris en fait et c'est là où justement la discussion sur le montage et sur le rôle, le nouveau rôle, entre guillemets, que le montage peut jouer et comment ça impacte la nouvelle façon, de mon point de vue. Nous aurons à raconter des histoires, à travailler les images, est extrêmement important en fait.
It says that the two last episodes will really trigger a discussion on really the new role of a filmmaker.
Ça aurait été beaucoup plus difficile pour moi de faire le 8e épisode dans un cinéma classique, en fait.
So it would have been very difficult for him to do the last episode we're going to watch now in a classical way we make films. I just have the first question based on the last episode. The way you end the story, I mean, we know it's not ended, it's still going on, but I was really impressed by how you decide to finish it, you know, and to really focus on people's struggle and not even saying anything about the hard repression that happened, because afterwards there were so many people killed and so many people arrested. I know the story is still to be continued, but I was kind of impressed by the uplifting, the kind of, you know, positive note of the end, just to start the discussion.
Yeah, of course. You see, my work has always to bring something positive to people. You know, even in Rwanda, people were sometimes disturbed because I didn't come to Rwanda to like show the bad side, the sad side of the story, but to say, okay, that's happened, but from that we can build a better future. You can give hope to people. So that is the same thing in Cameroon. And you talk about the repression, people get killed, people in prison, even today. The idea was also that, given that context, the expectation and the hope was, the morale was of the people of Cameroon was so down that people started even to doubt about what happened, really happened. Though it was important for me to say, oh, no, don't forget that energy, don't forget that belief, the fight people put in, you know, to bring change to Cameroon. It was very important. I think that is also a role, my role as a film director, as a filmmaker, you know, to keep that, you know, to tell that story. People don't even think about that. Because people used to say, oh, Cameroonian, they are done fighting, they are just waiting for things to happen. That is not true.
On doit changer ça. On doit changer, on nous montre. On change ça, on nous montre. Oui. On change ça, on nous montre. Quel bébé. Il ne connaît pas la canalisation. La canalisation. On va changer. Mais
and those images tell that story. And that was struck me on that night of election. Because I discovered a Cameroon I barely knew. A mindset of Cameroonian we never speak about. That fight, that belief that they can change the country through the ballot box. That was the belief that day. And you can see it through the series. People really believe that by going to the election, by putting the ballot in the box, they can change the country. And if they watch, if they stay there the whole day, the whole night watching, things can happen.
Partout, non, ils étaient 3. Ça se passe comme ça. Normalement, il n'y avait que 12 dans un sens. C'était 12, ils étaient 3. Là-bas, les mouvements se fait normalement. Là-bas, ici, on fait la
And we don't have to forget that. We can never forget that, because that is the key for the future. That is what we are going to use to build a new country, that belief. Because, even us as Cameroonian, we have that tendency to see that, oh, Cameroonian, they are corrupt, everyone is corrupt, no one wants change, no one wants to fight, no one wants to take a risk. But all those people, they are ordinary people. And they took a very, very, very big risk by fighting, by shouting, by going. You can see even those, sometimes even the policemen were there, the prefect were there, but people don't care. They want the truth, And as you say, the new role, it's not even a new role, because I already told that from the beginning, of an artist as a film director, is to stand by the people, is to tell those stories. If you don't do that, I mean, what is the purpose of making films if we are not telling those stories, telling the stories of the people, the real people on the ground? That's why I'm saying that the story is not over, because the story is not over. The country is still there fighting. People are still there struggling and still believing that we can change that country. And we have to ask ourselves as film directors, as artists, what role can we play in that struggle? So it was very important for me to end this first part of the series, but that upholding that spirit of fight of Cameroonian people.